Hello, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. Anywhere where they are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. You are welcome to this Tuesday morning broadcast. Well, I don't have to waste much of your time, neither do I want to waste mine. As you people all know, or as you all know, that I've not been the best of my health, so I'm just trying to manage the health and also my voice to make sure that I bring to us the news that gladdens your heart, which is the Biafran news. Well, today we are going to start our news by this matter of continuous incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, another OGBENGA activist, where his name be Omoyole Sowore. He don't carry OGBENGA waka go meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's invitation. But to his greatest surprisation, when he get to the DSS, they refuse to grant him access to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And according to him, he said this is the second time that such a thing has been happening. Now, the first time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent him invitation, he is not going there on his own, but on the invitation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When he get there, they bounce him back. Happened again yesterday. He went there to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but unfortunately, he was not able to meet him. Not because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not available or don't want to meet him, but simply because they said order from the presidency said they should not allow Sowore to go in there to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what the Fulani control government of Nigeria, I don't know what they are afraid of. I don't know what they are planning. I don't know the means they have set aside on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's continuous incarceration. Well, I don't want you to see it as if I'm the one that is conjuring or concurring all this news. I'm bringing it to you. I want you to hear it direct from the horse's mouth, which is Alhaji Sowore. According to him, he said, and I quote, "Tinubu is not different from Buhari. Sowore foams as DSS stops him from visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their custody." In another development, we have the issue of this presidential election petition tribunal, which is scheduled to hold tomorrow. The chief PDP chieftain and also an elderly statesman, Bode George, he don't come out again. He can't carry his own mouth to come for this matter, because this man have been out there speaking even since before the election, after the election, until today. He's an outspoken man who have said no to injustice, either through the federal, state, or local level. So as he stands now, he said that if the tribunal pronounces anybody as president, that it is a very good shame on Nigeria. In other words, what he is saying is supposed to call off the election and call for a rerun of that particular election. So now, so it take talk am, make una see how it take talk am. It will be a shame on Nigeria if tribunal pronounces anybody as president, but they judge. Then on another development, we have the 5 presidential election petition tribunal rulers. I mean, those who are going to rule this case. Their names is out there. So if you are listening to me and you are watching this program, endeavor to do what? Endeavor to get their name. So if anything you want to do with it, either you are going to pray with it or you are going to do incantation with it. Maybe if there's anything whatsoever you can do to help the condition of the country, not because of your personal interest or because of your presidential candidate, but for the interest of the whole country, which is the Fulani control government of Nigeria. I know Nigeria have been scheduled to be ruled this way. That is how the so-called colonial masters made it to be. And that is why sometimes, and I keep telling myself, my people, my followers, and those people who believe in what I'm doing, that not that I don't like P2B, or not that I don't support the obedient movement, but the truth need to be told that Nigeria have not been Nigeria have not been programmed for an Igbo man to rule, because any day an Igbo man will enter that seat of power to rule Nigeria, Nigeria will be a better place for everyone to live. And I can assure you that then there will be nothing like agitation of either Biafra, Arewa, or Ududuwa Republic. Because The whites know. The so-called colonial masters know. Look at what is happening. There's an Hausa man that I used to follow his program. He always speaks about the politics of Nigeria, and the way this man is sounding, it have already programmed. The man keep on counting all the whole offices that this so-called Tunumbu nominated. He said that all the whole highest offices, that no one belongs to the original Muslim, according to the, because I can hear Hausa. The man, he said no one belongs to the original Muslim, that all they have gone to Yorubas and others have gone to Christians. So Yorubas is in the sense that Yorubas are Muslim, but they are fake Muslims, according to, because when I live in the north, the Hausa man will tell you a Yoruba man is not a real Muslim, that they are seeing them as a saboteur and also a threat. He said they supported a Muslim ticket so that they can occupy every offices that they got to do with that, from federal to state, and every other thing that got to do with that particular ruling of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he succeeds as the president of the Fulani government of Nigeria. But as it stands now, they said they are left with nothing. That they said even their own federal capital territory, which I say they're supposed to carry that position, give to Malam Nasri El-Rufai or Kwankwaso, but at the end of the day now they carry and give to Arone. The Arone, where they mean is that a person who don't know God, Wike is Arone. That is according to them and according to this man. And people were in the hall cheering him. Have you people seen it? Then tell me, in your widest imagination, even if they say, oh, that the billions of Nigeria, or 220 million Nigerians voted for Peter Obi, my dear brothers, my dear sisters, forget it. They are not going to announce Peter Obi winner. Not now and not ever. That is how they have programmed it. Anyway, my wonderful people, please let us go straight to the reason why we are here. I don't want to take much of your time, neither do I want to take mine. And I still remember, I am managing my health. Please subscribe, like, comment, and of them all, share this message. Prominent human rights activist Omoyele Sowore has disclosed that the Department of State Service, DSS, stopped him from visiting the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore lamented that he was unable to gain access to Kanu after the agitator invited him. The activist stated that he spent hours at the DSS headquarters in Abuja on Monday and was not allowed to see him. He revealed that it was the second time the DSS had refused to grant him access to Kanu. Sowore noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration has continued to demonstrate the intolerance towards lawful agitation for self-determination. He insisted that Tinubu's administration is not different from that of his predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari. Sowore, speaking via his Twitter, he wrote, "Visitation to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu botched by DSS. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. I spent several hours at the official DSS Nigeria headquarters in Abuja. I was invited by Onyendu at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to pay him a visit in custody. However, after hours of rigmarole, the DSS told me I can't see him today. This is the second time I am being denied lawfully ordered visitation to Mazi since his illegal abduction from Kenya. The artificial bat regime continued to demonstrate intolerance towards lawful agitation for self-determination. Tinubu is not different from at Muhammadu Buhari revolution now." This one is coming from Alhaji Sowore. It will be a shame on Nigeria if a tribunal pronounces anybody as president. Bode George. Former Deputy National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party PDP, Bode George, has warned the judiciary not to truncate the electoral process as it delivers judgment on the presidential election petition. Nigerian News report that the elder statesman, while speaking during a State of the Nation press conference in Lagos on Monday, said the judiciary should never go through the road of announcing any of the 2023 presidential candidate as winner. But they just said the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC procedure was faulty. Therefore, the judiciary should order a rerun into the election. He noted that the pronouncing any of the candidates as president would redefine democracy in Nigeria as the government of the judiciary. The PDP leader said, whoever that the tribunal eventually announces as the winner of the election, I am saying if the judiciary pronounces anybody the president with a shambolic procedure from this election, it will be a shame on this country. The judiciary should never go through that road. According to Bode George, the procedure is faulty, so they should direct the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to go back and do the election again. If it is 1 million times, go back and do the election. You see now, there is peace in Kenya because the Supreme Court said go back and do the election. Otherwise, if they pronounce Mr. A or Mr. B as the winner of that shambolic election, then democracy in Nigeria will be redefined as government of the judiciary, for the judiciary, and by the judiciary. Is that a democracy? According to Bode George. Bode George also took a swipe at the economic policies of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, saying it is hurting the whole Nigerians. He faulted a Fulani government's method in the distribution of 5 billion naira palliative to Nigerians, describing it as a voodoo economics. He said, there is no individual in this globe called Earth that knows it all. Who is the chief economic advisor in the villa? Is he a voodoo economist? Is he a medieval economist? Basic theory in economics says that when too much money is chasing a few goods, it causes hyperinflation. You gave 5 billion naira to states as palliatives. Who took that decision? Lagos has more than 22 million people. Bayelsa has about 2 million people. And they have the same money, which is not supposed to be so. Kano, with a huge population, got the same with Jigawa. Is it money for the boys or for the people? The whole world is now a global village. The moment Russia shut down their gas pipeline to Europe, they have all been in hell. What we are talking about here is the pain the people are passing through. In England, too, there is pain and the people are shouting. Doctors are on strike and the salary can no longer meet their daily needs. The cost of the electricity has gone through the roof. But in Nigeria, what the hell are we doing here? According to Bode George. In another development, the names of the whole 5 tribunals that's going to judge this matter of election petition tribunal tomorrow, their names is out here. And as I promised you earlier, I will give you the names for you to whatever you want to do with it. Just go ahead and do it. But we don't support violence. Let it be on a peaceful process. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has fixed Wednesday, September 6 as the date to deliver the final ruling on the petitions challenging the victory of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2023 presidential election. Registrar of the Court of Appeal, Omar Bangari, confirmed this in a statement released on Monday and made available to journalists in Abuja. According to the Appeal Court Registrar, the tribunal will deliver judgment on the different petitions to bring the 2023 presidential election petition to rest. The tribunal will decide on the petition filed by P2B of the Labour Party versus the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and 3 others. The tribunal will also decide the petition between the Allied People's Movement versus the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and 4 others. Also, the tribunal will also decide on petition between Abubakar Atiku of the People's Democratic Party versus the Independent National Electoral Commission and 2 others. Justice Haruna Samani held the tribunal sitting of the 5-man panel of justice. On the day of the final judgment, the 5 jurists will deliberate and possibly vote to take a final decision. In the case there are disagreements on the issue thrown up at trial, the decision is, however, not final, as a displeased party can still appeal to the Supreme Court. The judges presiding over the tribunal are Justice Haruna Simon Samani, Chief Registrar of the Appeal or Court of Appeal. Justice Haruna was born on November 23, 1959. He hails from Tafawa Balewa local government area of Bauchi State. The judge obtained his LLB degree from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in 1982. He attended the Nigerian Law School, Lagos, for his BL in 1983 and started as a High Court judge in Bauchi State on September 17, 1998. He was later elevated to the Court of Appeal on July 16, 2010. He is the longest serving justice of the Court of Appeal among the 5 members of the panel. Samani has spent half of his 24 years as a judge on the Court of Appeal bench, which he was elevated to in July of 2010. Samani delivered one of the judgments of the Court of Appeal in Abuja that affirmed the second-term election of Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State. He also delivered the judgment of the Court of Appeal in Abuja that issued the order restraining the Rivers and the Lagos State government from taking action on their bids to collect value-added tax. Justice Stephen Ada, Court of Appeal, Asaba Division. Justice Stephen Ada, who is presiding justice of the Asaba Division of the Court of Appeal, was born on June 13, 1957. He hails from the Dakina local government area of Kogi State. Ada obtained his LLB degree from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria in 1981. He attended the Nigerian Law School, Lagos, for his BL in 1982. He was appointed a judge of the Federal High Court on November 12, 1998, and later elevated to the Court of Appeal on November 5, 2012. He served as a member of the 3-man panel that granted Obi and Atiku's motions to serve Tinubu their petition by the substituted means. Ada delivered the late judgment of a 3-member panel that affirmed the conviction of a former Plateau State Governor, Joshua Dariye, on 16 November 2018. President Muhammadu Buhari will later grant a widely condemned pardon to Dariye alongside a former governor of Taraba State, Jolly Yame, after their conviction and jailing had been affirmed by the Supreme Court. Justice Mustara Bolaji Yusuf, Court of Appeal, Asaba Division. Justice Mustara Bolaji Yusuf is the only female member of the 5-man panel of the court. She was born on 7 August 1959 and hails from Oyo West local government area of Oyo State. The judge obtained her LLB degree from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, in 1983. She attended the Nigerian Law School and following year for her BL certificate. She was appointed a judge of the High Court of Oyo State on July 30, 1997, and later elevated to the Court of Appeal on March 24, 2014. Justice Bokaromo Ugo, Court of Appeal, Kano Division. At 57, Justice Bokaromo Ugo is the youngest among the judges of the panel of the Presidential Election Petition Court. He hails from Kolokuma, Opukwa, local government area of Bayelsa State. Justice Ugo obtained his LLB degree from the University of Calabar in 1989, before proceeding to the Nigerian Law School in Lagos the following year for his BL certificate. He was appointed a judge of the High Court of Bayelsa State on March 21, 2006, and later elevated to the Court of Appeal on Monday, 24, 2001. Justice Abba Mohammed, Court of Appeal, Ibadan Division. Justice Abba Mohammed hails from Kano State. He was born on February 19, 1961. He obtained his LLB degree from the Institute of Administration, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, in 1984, before proceeding to the Nigerian Law School in Lagos the following year for his BL certificate in 1985. Justice Mohammed was appointed a judge of the Federal High Court Territory in 2010. After serving for about 10 years, he was promoted to the Court of Appeal on June 28, 2021. He was the chamber of the Nasarawa State Governorship Election Tribunal in 2019. So my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers, now here we go take leave on. Make gonna use this one to do what? The jollificate. Because I'm coming back again with another blockbuster. Please help me to share this message. Let people know, let the whole world know that people are speaking. Activists are speaking. People are like-minded are speaking concerning the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all that is going behind the scenes, according to my Movio people. So make gonna do anything humanly possible to make sure that this message gets to every nooks and crannies. People who knows what it takes for somebody to have a freedom have been speaking that let this man be do what? Be set free from the clutches of the DSS. Because as it stands now, or known by law, no any trial or whatsoever is hanging on the neck of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So everybody have been calling, both male and female, old and young groups, personalities have been saying, really this man, let him go. But the federal government remains adamant. Anyway, that will be solely for another day. So please, people, to help me share this message. But I'll be back again with another blockbuster. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you as you share this message, as you like, as you comment, and as you also subscribe. The Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Have a nice day, my wonderful people. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. Bye for now. Que Messiano.